That's much. Fucking hell. Rude. That's much.
Everybody knows that.
Hey, everybody. Got my trolls behind me here. There they are. You know, the trolls are always following me. You got trolls all over the place. My mom's got this, haven't eaten today, really. I mean, I had 2 eggs over easy and some bacon. Of course, only 1 piece of toast. Because the Duke is really working hard at the gym, man. I was fucking in there today. Fucking tell you, 35 minutes on the treadmill. Doing the Kate Meany workout. And who calls me when I'm on the treadmill? Kate Meany. Well, I'm doing the workout. It's Kismet. That's much. Merry Christmas Eve to everybody. I don't know if that's allowed. It is my blister. Anyway, a lot going on. Better Call Saul, I think is going to come on, but only for like 15 minutes. He's got to go to his grandma's. Over the rivers and through the woods, to grandma's house we go. So I did 35 minutes on a treadmill. Maxed out at 15 incline. 4.0 in speed. Sweat like a fucking dog. Went over to the sit-up machine. Hit the sit-ups. Then I moseyed on down to the military press. Got that done. Pull downs. Deltoid. Boom! The Duke. I can't wait till I see the mud shark. Mud shark. What a fuck. This guy thinks he's some kind of such a. How about more like the baby shark? You're fucking crying all the time. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. My Patreon got taken down. My God, Mama, fuck off. Dickhead. But you know, I'm going to avoid this guy because he's just grifting, using my name, using my likeness to grift people out of money. So I was talking to a friend of mine, and that's it. I'm not, you know, I don't want to even talk about that fat fuck who's never been laid. But I, you know, so, but I do think it's funny. Let's see, how's that baby shark thing go? Let me see. Let's see. Baby shark, do do do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do. Mud shark. Fuck off. Fucking dickhead. We'll say. The last time I'm going to say this. So I was talking to my friend. I was talking to my friend last night. And it's very simple. Baby shark, when I see you, and when I come up to you, I don't want you to go try and hug me. I don't want you to say, come on, it's all a game. We're all on the same team. No. Don't do anything like that. This is not a game to me. Don't think this is a game to me. This is life to me. This is serious. I hope you understand that. So don't try and go, baby shark. That was funny, John. No, don't kiss my ass. Don't try and be friends. You invited me. You said, come on, John, come on down. Right up. Well, I am. Right up. So just when I come, we'll see what you do. That's my. Now let me get my other beverage here. I prepare for Christmas Eve. Just went and got my mom a gift that she's really gonna like. And I guess Rob couldn't come. He's got to catch a bus, I think. I don't know. I think my phone just went off, but it's only downstairs. I think that's the one. Try both of these, I guess. Doesn't matter if he doesn't come. I mean, I could always go alone. I mean, I like Rob. Well, here he is. Hey, Rob.
Hi.
I'm sorry that I'm late.
You're good.
That's much. It's so funny. I had to go get some sports memorabilia at the same place I always go, and it's crazy because, of course, while I'm going there, I passed the Comac Motor Inn, which had all these themed rooms where we used to take our girls, in high school and after high school, and take them to the Comac Motor Inn to get laid for 3 hours, and you only booked the room for 3 hours.
3 hours, huh?
Yeah, so we would.
What'd you do with the other 2 hours and 55 minutes?
There you go. Well, I'll tell you this, Rob. In those days, the Duke was delivering 5 or 6 orgasms in 3 hours. That's much. Isn't it funny that the Duke has the all these people going crazy, because they just can't wrap their heads around the fact that I'm this good looking and charming and I can get beautiful women and they can't.
Is that what they're going crazy about?
That's much. Well, as I said on the phone to you, Rob, as the Duke is going to step aside, you are the Earl. So you are gonna take the place of the Duke.
Oh,
Duke to
boy.
Earl.
That's
Duke,
right.
Duke to Earl, Earl, Duke to Earl, Duke to Earl. There you go.
Yeah. I said they've been asking me in the room. They go, "Are you going to become the Duke now?" I said, "Well, no." I said, "When you were gone before, I was the interim Duke." I said, "I'll give him a few months to come back before I take over the throne."
Well, if I ever do come back, it'll be in a different capacity. It won't be about They won't be talking about these losers. I don't.
Yeah.
It'll be like doing interviews that I could do, and like interesting stuff. Not talking about. I mean, because really, if you think about it, the shit where, Lady K, just do it. I mean, they're really just losers. They never did anything.
Yeah, I mean, Shuli is like the biggest loser. I mean, just the fake tough guy. And then he's got that fucking crater-faced fucking loser, Uncle Anthony. Uncle Anthony. Anthony. Let's see where the little girls are at. Uncle Anthony will clean your hiney up for you.
And you know what's so funny about that, Rob? I watched Vince put a package together, which is a douche chill thing to say anyway. Yeah. But he put it together, and Pocky is commenting on Kate and I, and he's saying, "Oh, everybody gets really drunk, and then they just go, they start making out." I'm like, first of all, I was on my first drink when those pictures were taken. Kate just had one glass of wine, and maybe on started a second drink, maybe in the middle of the second drink when those pictures were taken. We were not drunk. You pock-faced fuck. Just because that's what you need along with a jar of roofies to get laid. No. That's not, no. We were sober, Pocky. I know you can't wrap your head around something like that, but we weren't trying to find our gun inebriated and getting arrested for sex.
Yeah. Well, usually when he gets drunk, he bites women. So
yes, that's smart. Yeah, well, I'll tell you, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Anthony Cumia, man, how far has he fallen? I mean, he have Opie. At least Opie is living in a fucking condo in Manhattan, looking over the water, and then he's got a fucking house on the beach in the Hamptons, and he's not wasting time doing the Shitwear show.
Yeah. I mean, even Opie want to do that, and he's always talking about, oh, Opie's nothing. Opie did this, Opie did that, and you're sitting with fucking a fat fucking failure of a human being, Anthony Chubhub, laughing with him, and the least successful employee in the history of the Howard Stern show, and you're sitting there yucking it up with them. I mean, what a fucking disgrace you are. I mean, and like I said, it's even there. It's like you even put yourself in the category of Howard Stern, and you talk about Howard Stern. Howard Stern today could still fucking blow you out of the water. Howard Stern's already been here. Every other show has been here. You've been at the top of those other shows. Yes. Howard Stern's always been way above. He'll always be way above. You could talk about how woke he is. You could talk about how the show wasn't what it used to be. It's still gonna, he's still making millions of dollars and doing better than you've ever done in your life. You fucking pedophile, fucking biting women, loser piece of shit.
I agree. That's smart. I did Pocky's show. I was on all the time. I once
been on my show too before he decided that he was gonna just be a fucking loser and hang out with Shuley. I mean,
but Rob, he once asked me to come on. I did one show like out in his hot tub and shit. Then we shut that one down and did a completely another one watching an episode of Columbo. This guy was in love with me, but as soon as he got the heroin addicted Artie to come join forces with him, and then Artie was like he was burning bridges like almost as much as Brennan. Yeah. Then Artie got convinced Pocky to go against me, and then Pocky, of course, sucked on Artie's balls, and that's why he
well, then they ended up getting rid of Artie because Artie was never showing up, and God bless Artie, whether he's on drugs or not, showing up next to that loser, I'm sure was a task, no matter how much money he was getting.
Yeah, and Pocky doesn't have the money that he used to have, Rob. Make no mistake about it. Opie is the winner in that fucking category. Opie's got, I would say at least 10 million more than Pocky because Opie's made way wiser investment choices. That's smart.
Old fucking pink man with her.
Hey, Liam. Hey, you fat fuck.
Headset screaming.
Hey, Liam, you fat fuck. I graduated from NYU. I didn't fucking at the right young age of 23.
He's your age now, and he's going.
I know. What? There is a loser if there's not. He thinks he's going to make it in film at the age of 50 at his size. I mean, he can't even be a grip.
I put up a poll. I said, what do you think is going to happen first? Liam graduates film school, Liam makes a hit film, or Liam croaks of a heart attack. It was an overwhelming 78% that chose dying of a heart attack first.
Yeah. And I love how these Brennan ball washers always decide to go after me. It's like, it's amazing. Like that. And everyone's afraid of Pinky. Put it this way. When I run into Pinky, and there's another person I will run into, and when I do, He's another fucking pussy boy. You know he's not gonna fucking do anything. He's gonna fucking pussy boy out. You know, he thinks these guys think they're tough guys. I know I'm a tough guy.
Yeah.
And I have the fucking the proof is in the pudding. That's not.
One of the
you saw
biggest
me interview him.
in the Dabbleverse.
When you saw me interview Shuley, what's the first thing he found? The doorman to go ask for fucking security. Yeah, I mean, but he's a tough guy, and he wouldn't even fight the bagel boss. Guy's 4 inches shorter than him. That's nuts. And but I will tell you, you'll find this interesting. I was talking to a friend of mine who was watching the show, and he used to watch it. The shit way is showing. Well, he doesn't anymore, but he told me this guy's a really nice guy. All he used to do was like send a super chat and say, you know, I find Stuttering John, you know, to be a funny guy, or whatever. They wouldn't even put it up. And then that his fucking gun-toting producer blocked this guy. So the guy was super chatting, but only because he complimented me, they blocked him.
Well, you know, that's only why what Shuley and that fat fucking guy that fat fucking chub hub that can't take care of his own kid, and Silent Mike Morse and Anthony Cumia, they go, well, they said that you know, Clay Dabbler is just like, oh, I agree with you, mate, and then that I'm too pilled up to argue with you.
That's nuts. I remember when I had Lady K on my show, and I said, you know, and you know, and I said, we were talking about how I came up with all these nicknames, and I said, well, Silent Mike was also one that I brilliantly came up with. He goes, well, John, I would have had Mute Mike. Now let me ask you, Rob, which sounds better to you, Silent Mike or Mute Mike?
Yeah, Silent Mike.
Silent Mike. But this is
I'm too pilled up to argue with you. I would say Mute Mike, but I'm so pilled up right now, I can't even argue with you.
That's nuts. Yeah, for some reason, my voice got, you know, I can't do that anymore. And I'm not even, I don't smoke or anything. I don't know. I got to go back to doing my vocal exercises. But yeah, so I was going to play Brennan watching me and Vince the lawyer and calling both of us losers. And I'm sitting there going, well, Pinky, Vince is a Columbia grad. I'm an NYU grad. We both done more and have more money than you. And you're out there fucking yelling at a computer at 2 o'clock in the morning.
I know, with this $10 headset on, with his herpes on his lip, his skin peeling from his face, his wife dating other men for theater tickets. I mean, yeah, we're all losing, Brennan. Enjoy your fantastic life.
That's nuts. No, all these guys are, trust me, there's not one that would stand up to me if they see me. They all back down. Even Fatty Patty back down.
Yeah, it's a bunch of pussies in here.
They're all back down to me. They all back down to me. Because they know that I'm the only guy that'll actually fucking handle business. And that's a fact, Jack. I mean, I don't fear fighting.
Actually, when you talk to these guys, you know what you need to say? You need to say, that's a fact hack.
Yes, that's a fact hack.
Yes.
Because that's the one thing they don't understand. First of all, I've never been arrested, you know, but I don't, like, you know, if you're going to start attacking.
I've never been arrested for biting a woman. I'll tell you that.
But if you're going to start attacking.
Suck your blood and do a show with Shuley.
If you're going to start attacking, you know, and saying shit that's fucking, you know, or like Pinky trying to get me fired and telling people to call the school district. Like, I mean, okay. Fine. But when I see you, you're going to have to fucking beg me for forgiveness before I fucking lay you out in the box giving up course YouTube service. That's nuts. Imagine caring for her. First of all, she is not. And I love my kids very dearly. And you're an idiot, but thank you for the $2. I mean, it's amazing. You know, they hate me so much, Rob, but yet they feel they have to pay me. That's nuts. This is the hypocrisy of Brennan now. Okay. See, you can just, now, first of all, Don't you remember when all he did was goof on the shitware for watching me? Now look what his whole show is. Watching me. So I swear to you, this whole show is him watching me. Yet he's calling Vince and I losers. We find ourselves together. Well, I'd rather find Vince, a Columbia graduate, who's a multimillionaire, than find a two-time criminal in Chad Nobody Can Stomach the Zummick. At least he's been arrested twice. So I don't know how those arrests went, but he don't have any money. I won't do your double negative, Pinky, where you go, John's got no money. Well, I mean, which is a double negative. You would say John has no money. Yeah, doesn't matter. Oh, John doesn't. I forget how he would say it, but he would always say double negative. That's not. But he's saying that we associate ourselves with losers. Now, okay, let's count the people that Pinky has associated himself with. Baby Fatso, who's been arrested, who's fucking has no money, who got his ass kicked for what I believe, in my honest opinion, for trying to steal a catalytic converter and had a black eye. He also, this Baby Fatso, said that he, what I have heard, wanted to sexually assault Pinky's daughter. And he also said he wanted to get Pinky's wife fired. That's how. So what he's saying is 100% projection. What he's saying is he surrounds himself with losers. Let's go down the line here. Stevie Loser, the user, doesn't have any money, gets his ass kicked and arm broken by a guy on the street, fucking is broadcasting cancer. Let's continue. Rain Man DeVito, who lives in God knows where, in some shitty, like one room in a house or apartment. And Fat Liam, a 50-year-old who is still in college. So when he says that we find ourselves, really he's talking about himself. Now, who do I have on my show? Well, Pat Dixon. He was a pretty successful stand-up. I have Vince the lawyer. He's way richer than Pinky. Owns, I think, 4 or 5 properties. I have Rob Saul, who makes real good money as a bartender. I don't consider him a loser. And I'm trying to think if I have any other guests on this program on a regular basis. I'm not sure. But I'll put my guests next to his any fucking day of the week. Clay Dabler, who's a working man, who fucking gets laid all the time, which we know Baby Fatso does. That's not. I don't even know if Baby Fatso has ever been laid. So I would put Clay, Rob, Vince, and Pat against fucking Chad Nobody Can Stomach the Zummick, Rain Man, Stevie Loser the User, and Fat Liam. So really who is associating themselves with losers? You. That's not. If we're such losers, why are you watching, you fucking asshole? Why are you obsessed with me? I rarely ever watch you. To me, you're Neil's unsuccessful brother whose father didn't even tell him he loved him on his deathbed. I get why you're angry. You live in your younger brother's shadow. You fucking loser. That's not. This was hysterical. I can get a green screen. Pinky, the difference between you and I is I learned from the best. I'm a successful broadcaster. There's no need to hide. My mom's not getting calls anymore. And so am I supposed to not talk about my life because you think it's stupid? We all know where you are. I know where you are. We all know where you are. I mean, what's the difference? Seriously, Pinky, what's the difference? I'll wait. Tell me the difference, Pinky. I know where you are in Jersey. What's the difference? I'll wait. Am I supposed to be afraid of people? I'm not. But you are. I'll wait. You're a little pussy boy. You're a big pussy boy. Not me, Pinky. Bring it. You're a little pussy boy screaming at your computer. But look at you. Remember all the times? Someone should clip all the times. You said all the shit Waya does is watch Stuttering John. What are you doing? This whole show is about me. Talk about an obsession with somebody way more successful than you. And that's a fact. Hack. That's not. This is Pinky lying. Blatantly lying. I never said it was Susanna's fault. Ever. If anyone, Susanna, and why are you bringing up my fucking ex-wife? Do you want me to bring up? How about I'll start talking about? All right? Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth, Pinky. Oh, he cries when you bring up, doesn't he? The fuck kind of name is anyway? The fuck is that? Jesus. Is that what they call death in Somalia? That's not. But seriously, I just think it's so hysterical that he's watching me now. That's what he was always so adamant about everybody else watching me now and trashing them. Now all he does is watch me. Now that's funny. Pinky, you're an embarrassment. Now someone's got to tell his brother Neil. Seriously. Someone tell his successful brother Neil that that your brother, all he does is watch Stuttering John while he sits on his fucking pink ass at his house because nobody wants to speak to him. That's not one, dickhead. 3 was stolen. Do you not understand facts? Do facts get past that pinky brain of yours? I'm curious. It's not one phone. If it was one phone, yeah, you'd be like, no big deal. When it's 3 phones, that's when it becomes a big deal. That's when it becomes a big deal. But you don't understand that. If 3 phones are stolen at the same bar by the same person, and we know, at least we think we know, who that person is, because my friend had to fucking scare the bejesus out of him to get his phone back. So, no, they weren't lost, you dumb fuck. Jesus. Get with it, Pinky. Can't you ever get something correct? Detroit Dabbler, would you rather have your family or money back? I haven't lost either one. That's not